చేతి కళ్ళతో కదిలేవో సత్యాగ్రహం వెండి కొండల శిరసు పండిన యువకుల మించిన సాహసం పక్కపలచని బాబు గుండెలో ఆసే తుంగి మాచలం గుక్కున రాల్లో ఉప్పొంగే స్వాతంత్ర రక్త గంగాజలం సత్య మార్గముల మడమ తిప్పని స్వరాజ్య దీక్షామానసం అతడంటే కడగడ కొనికింది ఆంధ్రీయుల సింహాసనం చాకు పిస్టల్ కొడవలి గొడ్డలి ఎందుకు హింసా సాయుధం ఆవేశం కోపం ద్వేషం కాదు చిరునవ్వే మన ఆయుధం సాటి మనిషిపై ప్రేమేగా మన మాతృభూమికి గౌరవం మానవతే మనకెన్నడు చెరగని అందమన్న గాంధీజం భయం చెందని నెత్తురు చిందని గాంధీ మహోద్యమ జ్వాలలు గాలి తరంగాలై వీచినవి దేశంలో నలుమూలలు వందే మాతరం వందే గాంధీ ఓంకారం వందే వందే మాతరం గాంధీ
సర్వజనహితం నా మతం అంటరాన్నితనాన్ని
That was an
అంతఃకలహాలని
amazing
అంతం
performance and
చేసేందుకే
it definitely
నా
deserves a lot of
ఆయుధంతా
praise. Let's do so by giving a big round of applause.
This is the first war which was fought by the Indians, and this is also the war where the British East India Company ends. The war is the revolt of 1857. The revolt of 1857 was the beginning of India independence struggle against the colonial tyranny of the British. The various names for this revolt of 1857 was India's first war of independence, Sepoy Mutiny, and etc. This revolt of 1857 was started on 10th May 1857 at Meerut as a Sepoy Mutiny. The immediate reason for this revolt of 1857 was the Enfield rifle. The cartridge should be before off before loading the gun. Indian sepoys believed in that the cartridge was creased from either pig fat or from the cow fat. This was against the Hindu and Muslim sentiments. The immediate reason for the revolt of 1857 was the racism or the racial discrimination.
There were no major occurrences in the country after the revolt of 1857 till 1905. In 1905, the British decided to divide the province of Bengal into two parts, East Bengal, which is currently known as Bangladesh, and West Bengal. This partition was based on the religious majority of the people. The west part having a Hindu majority and the eastern part having a Muslim majority. But the people were not happy about this. Many felt that the British were trying to divide them so that they could not be united and demand for freedom. Hence rose the known as the Vande Mataram movement in the south. Their slogan was Swadesh, Swaraj and boycott. They boycotted British goods and did not cooperate with them. Vande Mataram!
In 1885, a group of political leaders emerged as the moderates. This group was known as the moderates because they believed in patience and conciliation rather than confrontation for demanding reforms. Some of the important moderate leaders were Dadabhai Naoroji, Firoz Shah Mehta, Surendranath Banerjee, etc.
Who had a softer approach to British rule. Now let us see about another group of people known as extremists. The extremists in India's independence struggle were key figures who believed that stronger actions were needed to oppose British rule. Often approaches were not enough to gain freedom. Leaders like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal, Lala Lajpat Rai, popularly known as the Lal Bal Pal trio, led this movement. They inspired many and told them that every Indian had the right to self-rule. During this time, Tilak's famous words, "Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it," inspired many. They boycotted British goods and encouraged Indian goods. They organized events like Ganesh Chaturthi and Shivaji Jayanti to gather in unity and spread the message of nationalism. In conclusion, their efforts did not go in vain.
People called the revolutionaries who went against the unjust practices of the British. Let's start with one of the greatest revolutionary heroes, Bhagat Singh. He inspired a whole generation of Indians to rise against the British rule and to rise against the British rule. His famous acts such as the protest against the Central Legislative Assembly about their unfavorable bills. Moving on, Shivaram Rajguru. Shivaram Rajguru is celebrated for his dedication for the freedom struggle and bravery. He is deeply connected to and planned the Lahore conspiracy case. Last but not least, Sukhdev Thapar. Sukhdev Thapar is the most courageous freedom fighter of India. He is a close associate of Bhagat Singh, and along with Shivaram Rajguru, they formed a formidable trio which inspired countless Indians. Shivaram Rajguru, Bhagat Singh and Sukhdev Thapar were executed and hung in their early 20s. Though their struggles were tough and sometimes led to harsh consequences, their efforts sped up India's path to freedom. Their efforts also helped in India's freedom. Their legacies are one with unity, courage, and endless pursuit of justice. It takes a loud voice to make the deaf hear. All hail the revolutionaries! Inqilab Zindabad!
Very crucial moments in India's struggle for freedom. In the year 1919, the British colonial government passed the Rowlatt Act. This law allowed the British to arrest our people without any apparent cause. This led to widespread anger across the whole country. In response, Mahatma Gandhi initiated the Rowlatt Satyagraha. This was a non-violent protest against the Rowlatt Act. Gandhi called for peaceful resistance. This united the people from all walks of life to stand against the British. One of the most darkest chapters during this period was the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. It was the year 1919. On April 13th, thousands of unarmed men, women and children gathered at the Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar to peacefully protest against the Rowlatt Act and also to celebrate Baisakhi. But without any warning, General Dyer ordered his troops to open fire at the crowd. This led to the deaths of hundreds and thousands of innocent people and also injured many more. In conclusion, the Rowlatt Act, the Rowlatt Satyagraha and the Jallianwala Bagh massacre remind us of the sacrifices that were made by our freedom fighters to gain freedom for our country. It is important to understand that we should always stand up against injustice. Jai Hind.
In India, British defeated Ottoman Empire after World War I. The Ottoman Sultan was seen as the leader of the Muslim world. The defeat of their leader led to the fears among Indian Muslims that their leader would be removed. To protect their leader, Indian Muslims started this movement against the British, demanding them to protect the status of their leader. Simultaneously, in India, Mahatma Gandhi started non-cooperation movement as a direct response to Jallianwala Bagh and non-cooperation movement. Gandhi saw Khilafat movement as a strong opportunity to unite Hindus and Muslims and fight for a common goal. He called for a nationwide protest where Indians would not cooperate with British. This included boycotting of British goods, institutions and titles. Thank you.
After the Khilafat movement, 1947, there was Dandi March. Dandi March was a significant remarch to the freedom struggles of the country. Dandi March was undertaken by Gandhiji to protest against the salt tax on the public by the British regimes on the country in 12th of March 1930. Through this, Mahatma Gandhi and 74 other Congress followers and common people marched from Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad to Dandi in coastal areas of Gujarat and produced salt as a mark of end of salt tax implemented by the Britishers. It was 24-day long and 241 miles far journey. It was also known as Salt Satyagraha. Dandi March was also marked as the beginning of civil disobedience movement led by Congress to completely eliminate the rule of British in the country. Which was started during the World War II is Quit India movement. This movement was launched on 8th August 1942 by Mahatma Gandhi. This movement started in Bombay in the form of speech where Mahatma Gandhi asked each and every Indians do or die. Other slogans used in this movement were Bharat Chodo and Quit India. And in this movement led to more than 10,000 deaths and arrest of Congress leaders and Mahatma Gandhi too. And due to this, people reacted a lot and they destroyed many of the British's railway tracks, their post offices and their police stations. And at the last, this movement ended at 1945 by the release of our great freedom fighters. Jai Hind!
After many struggles and sacrifices by great leaders and freedom fighters, the long colonial rule of British came to an end on 15th August 1947, which is the most prominent national festival, the Independence Day. In his first speech, when India was declared as an independent country, the first Prime Minister of India, Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, laid down the statement, long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge. Not wholly or in full measure, but substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India is awake to light and freedom. So let's all uplift our spirits by all together hailing Jai Hind.
We have chosen the democratic government through the Indian Constitution by drafting head Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Do you know why we will celebrate Republic Day on 26th January? Because our Constitution came into the force on 26th January 1950. So that's why we will celebrate our Republic Day on 26th January. My friend will continue.
Now it's time to discuss about one of the most important topics that has shaped our country's progress and development. That's about economic planning of India. Our Indian leaders realized that they needed a proper plan to solve the problems such as unemployment and poverty. That's when they introduced a new plan called as 5-year road plans. These 5-year plans, according to the name, are introduced for each and every 5 years. In the year of 2017, Narendra Modi's NDA government signed a 15-year-old agreement with Niti Aayog replacing these 5-year road plans. Now my friend will continue the topic.
World. Some of them are very powerful, which strengthen the defense power of a country. One such weapon is the nuclear power. Few countries in the world have got the nuclear power, and India is one of them. The first nuclear test conducted by India was in Pokhran on 18 May 1974. Its name was Operation Smiling Buddha. It was the first test conducted by a country who is out of the 5 permanent members of the United Nations Security Council. Now my friend will continue.
The first satellites of our independent India is the Aryabhatta. This satellite was named after a great ancient Indian mathematician and astronomer. This satellite was launched by our ISRO on 19th April 1975. For launching it, ISRO had to use the Cosmos 3M rocket launcher. This was an unmanned satellite. This satellite was launched to study about solar physics, aerodynamics and astronomy. Now my friend will continue.
So do you remember where we went on 24th July? We went to Brahma Kumari's auditorium, and you remember whom we met there? We met Mohit Saxena and other generals. India bagged another victory, which is the Kargil War. Kargil War took place from 3rd May 1999 to 26 July 1999. It began when Pakistani soldiers and militants infiltrated India's territory and the Indian armed forces launched Operation Vijay to reclaim their properties. The Indian soldiers' bravery and strategic fighting eventually led to their victory. We celebrate Kargil Vijay Divas every year on 26 July to remember the 527 soldiers who died fighting for India's safety and Soviet. My friend will continue.
Now I'm going to speak about a drastic change which occurred after the Kargil war. It is India's first patient in the moon, Chandrayaan-1. Chandrayaan was launched on 22nd October 2008 from SDSC Shah, Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. SDSC Shah is also known as Satish Dhawan Space Center. India is the third country to launch a mission to the moon after the USA and Soviet Union. My friend will continue from here.
Mission, also known as Mangalyaan. Mangalyaan was launched on 5th November 2013 and started orbited around the Mars since 24 September 2014. ISRO was the fourth space agency to reach the Mars orbit. Now my friend will continue. I would like to conclude this by saying what the NSC director, Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan said, which is that India is going to make a lot of progress over the next 50 years on the back of its young population, rapid development in technology and its entrepreneurs. India is also going to increase its wealth to 1,000%, which is 10 times more than its original wealth. Thank you.
This is my world. No more games.
కడుపులో బంగారు కనుచూపులో కరుణ చిరునవ్వులో సిరులు దొరలించు మా తల్లి మా తెలుగు తల్లికి మల్లెపూదండా మా కన్న తల్లికి మంగళారతులు గలగల గోదారి కడలిపోతుంటేను విరవిరా కృష్ణమ్మ పరుగులెడుతుంటేను బంగారు పంటలే పండుతాయి మురిపాల ముత్యాలు దొరలుతుంటాయి మా తెలుగు తల్లికి మల్లెపూదండా మా కన్న తల్లికి మంగళారతులు అమరావతి నగర అపురూప శిల్పాలు త్యాగయ్య గొంతులో తారాడు నాదాలు తిక్కయ్య కలములో తీయందనాలు నిత్యమై నిఖిలమై నిలచి ఉండేదాకా రుద్రమ్మ భుజ శక్తి మల్లమ్మ పతి భక్తి తిమరు సుధీయుక్తి కృష్ణరాయల కీర్తి మా చెవుల రింగుమని మారు మ్రోగేదాకా నీ ఆటలే ఆడుతాం నీ పాటలే పాడుతాం జై తెలుగు తల్లి జై తెలుగు తల్లి జై తెలుగు తల్లి
खाता है।
भैया इस बार 2 राखी बनवा लो, पिछले रक्षाबंधन पे भी नहीं थे आप।
मेरी प्यारी सी बहन को मेरी उम्र लग जाए। अल्ले 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 मेरी प्यारी गुड़िया।
हेलो हेलो कैप्टन, आपकी छुट्टी रद्द की गई है। आपको जल्द से जल्द सरहद पे रिपोर्ट करना होगा।
यस सर, जय हिंद।
अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए 100 बरस महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा, चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे ना रहे। मेरी ज़मीं महबूब मेरी मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे, फीका ना पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस्मों से निकल के खून कहे। दुश्मनों ने हमला बोल दिया है।
खा ले बेटा, वैसे भी मेरे हाथ का बना हुआ खाना पूरे साल में एक ही बार तो खाता है।
माँ,
ओ माई मेरी क्या फिक्र तुझे, क्यों आंख से दरिया बहता है। तू कहती थी तेरा चांद हूँ मैं और चांद हमेशा रहता है। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरी फसलों में लहरावा, इतनी सी
present a bouquet to our Honorable Vice Chairperson Rudramma ma'am. Now I request Bhuvana to present a bouquet to our Honorable Principal Padmaja ma'am.
Under this flag, there is no difference between a prince and a peasant, the rich and the poor, and a man and a woman. This is a famous saying by Sarojini Naidu. Our national flag, designed by Mr. Pingali Venkaya Garu, is said to have evolved a few times since its inception during India's freedom struggle to have finally arrived at its present-day image. On July 22, 1947, the final design was adopted as our Indian national flag.
The saffron color of the flag represents strength and courage. White represents peace and tranquility. Green represents prosperity and fertility. The Ashoka Chakra depicts the Dharma Chakra, the law of Dharma. Now to hoist the national flag, I request the dignitaries on the stage to come forward.
विनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष माता जन गण मंगल है जय है जय है जय 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 है सोमसैन भरत देशं मागे स्वतंत्र देशं मतभेदमन्तमरचि मतभेदमन्तमरचि मेलगारु भारतदेशं देशं मागे स्वतन्त्रदेशं सोमसैन भारतदेशं मागे स्वतन्त्रदेशम् मागरीगसा मागरीगसा पर्वतमकुटमु कलिगी कಡಲಿನಿ ಮೇಘಲಮುಗಾ पर्वतमकुटमु कलिगी कಡಲಿನಿ ಮೇಘಲಮುಗಾ विश्वैक सुंदरमुगा विश्वैक सुंदरमुगा वेलुगొందు भारतदेशं विदेशं मागे स्वतंत्रदेशं सोमसैन भारतदेशं मागे स्वतंत्रदेशम् मागरीगसा मागरीगसा గ్రామాల నిన్ను తడిపే బంగారు పంటలు సగే గ్రామాల నిన్ను తడిపే బంగారు పంటలు సగే వేలాది నదులు కలిగి వేలాది నదులు కలిగి విలసిల్లు భారతదేశం
guest of honor, Dr. Prayaga Josna Garu, pediatrician and neonatologist, and our honorable Vice Chairperson, Mrs. Lau Rani Rudramadevi Garu, dear coordinators, vice principals, dear teachers, and the esteemed parents of our students and the other guests, and my dear students. My heartiest greetings to all of you on the occasion of 78th Independence Day celebrations of India. Every year, when August 15th or January 26th approach, we are all filled with patriotic fervor and lot of zeal and enthusiasm. And we get goosebumps when we are rehearsing and when we are celebrating these national. Bipin Chandrapal, Balagangadhar Tilak, Mahatma Gandhi, Bhagat Singh, Mangal Pandey, Sarojini Naidu Garu, and these are only to name a few. Every Indian played their part in getting independence for India, and they left their jobs which earned them lakhs of rupees of income, and they jumped into the independence struggle, and they fought selflessly, and extremists and moderates both were there, and the methods were different, but their aim was the same. And finally, under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, with the means of non-violence and truth, we got independence in 1947. And on this occasion, we should remember the hard struggle and the worthy sacrifices of all these great Indians, our ancestors. And it's our duty and responsibility to maintain this. So we have to congratulate on this occasion all our forefathers, our great-grandfathers and grandfathers and our fathers and the present generations too, for maintaining India as the biggest successful democracy in the world after we got independence. Though the neighboring countries are facing many political turmoils and dictatorship is followed there, India is the only country which is the biggest democracy, successfully has been running all these years and will run in the future also.
Special good morning to the guests of the occasion, Sri Yarlagedda Surendra Prasad Garu, and guest of honor, Dr. Pragya Josna Garu. It's a pleasure to have you both today with us on this auspicious occasion. And Surendra Prasad Garu worked at the defense, and he made possible, many soldiers like him made it possible for us to have this free air today. And Josna Garu, who's a pediatrician, neonatologist, worked at her best, is working at her best to see that it is accessible to every common man. Health is accessible, quality health is accessible to every common man. Thank you. So they both are doing their best in serving this country in their respective fields. So we are more than happy to have both of them here with us. And it's a great occasion for all of us to celebrate our 78th Independence Day today. And many of you know why we are celebrating this Independence Day is to commemorate all those great sacrifices by our freedom fighters, by our nation builders, by our great leaders, and more importantly, the soldiers who are braving at the extreme ends, extreme situations to give us this freedom today. And all of you know the value of this freedom. 200 years back, a child, particularly a girl child, do not have an option to choose what to study, to choose anybody, to the career they want to, the life they want to. From there, if India has progressed to be the strongest economic superpower today, it's all because of those great leaders who have worked strivelessly, very tirelessly all these years. So we must salute all those great sacrifices today. But again, to sing a song, to perform a dance is not paying tribute to their sacrifices, but understanding what we have to do each day. What is our duty? What is our duty to this country each day? What work are we doing each day? And to do it in a more dutiful, in a more duty-bounded way is the way we can serve this great country. So understanding this, not just in academics in this school. First and foremost, we have started this unique practice, unique program called Student Conclave. Why we've started this program is, as Principal Madam Padmaja Madam has just mentioned, we've given this world the brilliant CEOs, COOs. Please, all the junior colleges children can sit down there in the respective places. We've given the most powerful companies, CEOs, COOs, amazing engineers, doctors to this world. But again, as the purchase power of this country is increasing, we are giving all this money to the multinational companies, to all the Amazons, all the Facebooks, all of these we are paying our money to. So if we have to change that and make our country a bigger superpower by 2047, it's important that we nourish among our children entrepreneurship skills, leadership skills. For that reason, we've started this program called Student Conclave, wherein they understand leadership is not just about taking commands or passing commands. If I am given the discipline in charge duty, okay, mind the lines, make everybody sit in the lines, that's just not my duty. But leadership is about understanding, going to the real people, going to the people without any shyness, understanding their problems in the next stage, what exactly they have a problem, if they have to do certain things, and in a unique way, in an innovative way, coming up with the solutions, and last but not the least, have that humility and patience to see the results. All these 4 steps, reaching out to the people, understanding their needs, and in a unique way finding the solutions, and last but not the least, definitely one should have, any good leader should have great amount of patience and humbleness to see that the result, until that result is come out. So that's what they learn through this Student Conclave program. And not just that, even many of you have heard about happiness classes. Why is it important? It was originally originated in Delhi government. In Delhi, the crime rate was going high each year. So immediately any government would want to improve their police force, improve their supervision and all, right? But Delhi government understood this is not the way to correct it. If we have to correct it, we have to go to the grassroots level. We have to understand the psyche of the child, understand why that temperament is building in our children. And from there on, from the school age, a child has to be developed that positive set of mindset, and that's where this is originally originated. And from there, this happiness classes again, if our children has to go to the leadership roles, apart from the team skills, apart from the collaboration skills, they have to have also a very positive mindset. For this, these happiness classes help the children to have a very positive mindset, mindfulness classes through this mindfulness classes. And definitely in the future, everything, all these redundant jobs, all these repetitive works are going to be replaced by AI, artificial intelligence. So one who can flourish in such an environment, in that kind of environment, is one who have the prosperous future, is only and only one who can be creative, who can think new, who can always strive to bring that difference in the existing, is the one who can flourish. Understanding this, we've tied up with IndFame, and also in the day-to-day curriculum also, the teachers do not want the children to just by heart the questions that are at the back of the textbook and answer them. They want them to express, they want them to uniquely, creatively answer each question. So there is a lot of switch, lot of change from last year's curriculum to this year. Many of you might have noticed. Also noticed in the PA1, many of your children might have scored less. Those who were scoring 20 above got only 9 or 10 marks in the PA1. The reason being the same. The entire text textbooks were changed in primary, the entire way of approach is changed in primary. In the secondary, again the curriculum is changed in a way that child has to be at the core and he has to bring out that creative side, creative bent of mind. So if all this has to happen, it doesn't happen. This flux doesn't happen in 1 or 2 months. It will take children for some settling time. So all the parents, because most of you are here, I request all of you to bear with their performance, to bear that change for some months. All the teachers you've seen have rigorously trained during summer, almost 25 days in the hot scorching summer, to this change. But again, for children to adapt, it takes a little bit of time. So don't go by the marks. It's what new work they are doing, new learning they are taking back home, that I hope you will all consider in these beginning months. And definitely I am very confident of our team's performance, because every school, you know, not just Vignan, any school you know, works very hard. ఏ స్కూల్ అయినా చాలా చాలా కష్టపడతారు టు గివ్ ద బెస్ట్ అవుట్పుట్, టు గివ్ ద బెస్ట్ రిజల్ట్. పిల్లలు మంచిగా ఎదగాలని, పిల్లలు బాగా మంచి మార్క్స్ తెచ్చుకోవాలని వర్క్ చేస్తారు. అన్ని స్కూల్స్, అంత కష్టపడిన స్కూల్స్లో టుడే విజ్ఞాన్ ఈజ్ స్టాండింగ్ ఎట్ ద టాప్ విత్ ద టాప్ రిజల్ట్ in 10th class. No other school in entire Telangana could achieve it. This shows the kind of work the teachers, the principals, resource people, coordinators are doing behind the screens. If they have to present 40 minutes of their class today here, they almost prepare 4 to 5 hours at the back. So yes, again I'm saying the results will not be immediate. It will take a little bit of time for you to show. Please have the patience. So with that confidence, I am telling you that they are doing the best work possible. And I am also very happy to share with you on this grand occasion that Vignan is the only ranked private university in the entire state of Telangana to open its off campus in Hyderabad. And so it will help lot many children, lot many students to have good technical education. And last but not the least, I am also very happy to start this year with our Vice Chairperson Sri Krishnadev Rayal Garu to be elected as again one more time the Member of Parliament from Nasropeta constituency. So he is also a student of Vignan like any one of your children, my children. So if he could rise to that height, many of our children can also become that political leaders, that leaders in social sciences, leaders in engineering, leaders in entrepreneurship. So all of you, I hope all the children will take him as an inspiration and definitely work to be leaders in different sectors, be in defense, be in civil services, be in everything. He is also one amongst all of us, like any of the children in Vignan, but he could rise to that level only because of the system and the support. Similarly, our children also will rise to the great heights. And but again, we can't plan all those major things, but what we can do is what work they are doing each day, we see that it is happening at the best possible. So I request all the parents to see that all the children who are every day attending the class, what newly they are learning each day, are they doing something on their own? It's not like what teacher has taught them, what teacher is asked them to do. If they are doing math, are they trying to solve themselves, or are they just copying what teacher has told? So these small things I hope you will see and improve in our children. And thank you all for giving me this opportunity. I am really lucky to celebrate among all of you, and I am also happy to see such huge crowd today. Not many of you have considered it as a long weekend, not considered it to be a very sunny day, not considered it to be a holiday, but you all thought it's a grand occasion that we all have to come here and celebrate. I am thankful to each one of you for gracing this occasion, And I also would like to thank both the guests who have come here to spend this time with all of us and address our children. Thank you so much, and a very, very happy Independence Day to all of you again. Thank you.
Good morning, all. A very happy Independence Day to one and all. And it's our pleasure today to be here in this Vignan school along with the dignitaries, Surendra Prasad Garu, Chairman Rudramadevi Garu, Principal Padmaja Madam. So we are happy to celebrate this Independence Day. On this occasion, I am here, and it's a very good honor. It's a great honor to me. So as Madam said, I would like to congratulate the management, the team, the teachers, all the employees and students of this Vignan school. Most of the students might have participated in various programs, academics, and they have won many prizes. So basically it is a participation which is more important rather than winning prizes. So because each child is unique, they have different potentials, they have different talents, and it's in the teacher's hands. They have to extract the talent from each and every student. And I congratulate the management team for introducing student committees, and this year they have introduced artificial intelligence. This is also a double-edged sword. It has to be used properly, because nowadays everyone is dependent on Google, Facebook for everything, ChatGPT, like for anything. If they are given some projects, the students, some of the students, they are directly copying from these, they are using these technologies rather than using their creativity. So you have to be, introducing this AI is a very good thing, that they should be aware of the recent technology that is being developed. Even it has come to our field also, in the medical field also, artificial intelligence is doing a great job. But as I said, it has to be restricted, it has its own limitations. So if we can use this for good, then it is very highly, we can do a lot of work in a lot of service also in little time. So I congratulate all the students, all the parents, teachers for their efforts to make this Independence Day a very grand success. So as Rudramadevi Madam was telling, so leadership, this leadership qualities has to be built from the student age. So education, you may be good at academics, but sometimes you may not able to face the problems what the life throws at you. Okay, so these things are not taught at the textbooks. So these has to be, you have to learn these skills. These are called as life skills. So these skills mainly you have to learn from your teachers, gurus. So they play a major role. So in this, even the madam has said the happiness curriculum. Nowadays in this competitive world, a lot of stress. Even we are seeing children are under a lot of stress. They are becoming hyperactive. They are emotionally weak. They are having a lot of psychological disturbances. So having a good psychology team at school is also very much appreciable. And because all students, they cannot approach parents or they cannot approach teachers. So it needs special talent to know their problems. So that can be easily dealt by a psychologist only. So what I stress is, like Madam said, it's not the marks that is important. So definitely it's not the marks, it's the creativity, it is the life skills. So we have various life skills like creative thinking, critical thinking, problem solving, coping of stress, emotions, and empathy, decision making, problem solving, and self-awareness and self-motivation. So whatever, even the parents, teachers, anyone can motivate us. But at the same time, you should have self-motivation also, which plays a very major role in each and every student's life. So if they can achieve, so that is the reason why you should become, all the students should become leaders by themselves.
So if they can do their own self-motivation and along with the support of parents as well as teachers, they can reach their heights and they can easily get successful in their life. So whatever career they might be choosing, so nowadays the stress has become a very like even we are seeing in the small kids also, the screen time, because of all this they are facing a lot of problems. So what I suggest as a pediatrician is have a healthy body, healthy mind, which makes your life very much beautiful. So having healthy body is through the various diets, following good diet. So avoid junk foods, eat good protein, carbohydrate diet. And now I think they have introduced even the canteen also this time. So all the children it is mandatory for them to have a breakfast. If they by any chance, if they skip at home, because breakfast is a good that gives the brain to, at least they have to listen what the teachers are saying. So healthy body you have to maintain by having healthy diet, good diet and physical exercise. This is being most of the children nowadays, they have become more addicted to the screen time and the physical activity has been reduced. Previously we used to see a lot of children playing in the parks, but nowadays it has been reduced because of a lot of screen time, and they are getting addicted to chats and all. So but at the same time you have to take care of your physical health by doing a very good physical exercise daily for 1 hour. Physical exercise has to be there, because we are facing lot of obesity cases, hypertension cases, diabetes cases, even in the young children. So the only thing how we can reduce this is by daily physical exercise and following good diet. So for healthy body we have the exercise and dietary rules. At the same time, for healthy mind you should follow all these yoga, meditation, and as madam said, happiness curriculum. So these will motivate you, these will increase your brain capacity, and it will increase how to cope up the stress basically. So in any field you can choose, but in every field you have the stress. Even we feel a lot of stress in our field. So we do regularly the meditation and yoga, because that gives the inner strength, inner power to each and every child. Even if they are academically weak also, they can be become successful by doing all these yoga, meditation, and also by learning the skills, life skills. These are most important in present scenario. The world is going towards quantum computers, AI and all. So we will be in future under their influence of AI. But at the same time you should know how to use the tool in a proper way. If that tool is used in a proper way, whatever it may be, we have many technologies coming up nowadays. Even these Google and all, I don't say that they are getting addicted completely, but you should know how to use them. So for that you need some parental supervision and also from teacher supervision. Under their guidance, how much you want, you have to use that, not in a liberal way. Okay, so if you use it daily, you become getting addicted to it, and we are seeing lot of memory disturbances also. Like previously they used to remember lot of stuff, but nowadays their memory power is also being reduced because of using all the ready-made available things from the net and all. Okay children, so all of you stay healthy, and I wish you a very happy Independence Day, and become your own leaders and have your own vision and fight for that, because if you believe that you can do it, you can definitely do it. Thank you for giving this opportunity to the management of Vigyan School.
Now I invite our chief guest, Shri Yarlagadda Surendra Prasad Garu, to share his insights with us.
Hello, Vignan. Good morning, Vignan. Happy to see so many happy faces. And very nice to see some more joy and enthusiasm which brings India alive. I'm just happy to be here. I'm immensely happy to see such wonderful talent being paraded in the march past today in the morning. It gives me immense pleasure again to have seen the progress made by the young children of India. You are the future of India. Actually, it is very tough to speak at the last because everything is stolen by the eminent speakers, your vice principal, your principals, your vice chairman, and the eminent guest. Thank you, ma'am, for inviting me to celebrate our Independence Day. And the guest, Dr. Pragya Joshna, I was trying to remember her name. It is a little tough to remember. It's very nice. I'm very happy to share the same days. And as we all know, we are celebrating 78th Independence Day. 77 or 78? Just very good, 78. Actually, I'm retired for the last 8.5 years. I'm not used to give lectures and talks anymore. I'm touching the mic after 8.5 years. It gives me still, I'm very young, 62 years young boy. What it reminds you of Independence Day? Independence Day, we are all lucky to be born in independent India. Life was so tough before independence. Everybody has sacrificed, including your and my forefathers. It's not only fought and brought independence by Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi led well, and followers were all Indians. Let it be farmers, businessmen, doctors, lawyers, everybody contributed their might in liberating India from the clutches of British. Our own Pingali Venkaya. Who is Pingali Venkaya? Yeah, very good. I am amongst the most informed and knowledgeable crowd. I am very happy to see such knowledge here. Vignan. Vignan itself is, I think, Telugu, it is knowledge. Education should give you knowledge. Knowledge gives you power. Power goes to strength. Everything is in mind. For that, you have to be physically fit and study well. Okay, coming to the present situation, I am a military officer, a wing commander at that. I am from which force? Military comprises of what forces? It is not only army, that's why I said military. Military comprises of army, navy, and air force. Air force, on every 6 months you can hear the sound of fly past aircraft hovering your school, led by MiG-27s, Mirages, Jaguars. So you can be a good military soldier. I am a soldier first. Life is very good in armed forces. Quality of life. Quality is too good. It pays you well. Starting salary is minimum 1 lakh. What you engineers get at the time of your campus placement, except a few, is 25 to 30,000, which my foot soldiers get. It gives you discipline, good life, good dress. That's why you can see the glasses, a good pair of shoe, well-dressed, very well-dressed gentlemen you can find all over the armed forces. Don't be afraid of joining forces. You can do well, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, why I say ladies, you have the opportunities to do well in armed forces also. In nowadays, combat pilots role is given to the girls, women officers. They are doing so well. And coming to present day situation, what are you here? You are all students. What is your main job? Getting education, study well, perform in academics, come on to the sports field in the evening, play for at least half an hour to 1 hour. That rejuvenates your body and mind. The other day, my chief manager, Indian Overseas Bank, who walks with me in the park, he sent me a joke. Father is sitting in front of the in front of the screen TV, and the children are given the books to study. They are not allowed. The boy and girl, they say, see how my father doesn't allow me to go out for 30 minutes, but he wants gold medals in Olympics. How is that possible? Please go. I am very happy to learn from your principal, madam, and your chairperson's telling that you are taking part in most of the games and doing well, and please continue doing well. And as a student, what are the qualities of student? What are the qualities? What you should be like? Bakat dhyanam, swana nidra, tadaivacha, alpaharo, jeerna vastram, etat vidyarthi lakshanam. What are the qualities of a good student? You should be like a crow. You should be like a crane. You should be like a dog. Crow sits on the tree top and looks attentively for its prey, a piece of meat. Crane stands on one leg till it gets its prey. Patience. Dog, though it is sleeping, whenever the intruder comes, it jumps on. It is quite alert. So, attentive, patience, and alertness. You all should need these as a student, and that you should take light food and normal, simple clothing. Jeerna vastram means not torn clothing, but it is simple clothing. Our ancestors have guided us so well. Our Vedas are so good. So if you are still in doubt, follow Bhagavad Gita. Tasmad uttishta kaunteya yuddhaya kruta nichchaya. You should be ready to fight the battle, your own battle. Your parents are going to help you by giving you all support, by giving you money, good facilities, good entertainment, everything. If you do well, they will take care of you. Like Lord Krishna said, you do well, you remember me, I will take care of you. Yoga kshemam vahamyaham. So your parents are doing that, and follow the pledge daily you take, that India is my country, all Indians are my brothers and sisters. I respect my elders, parents, teachers. Please do that. Every day I go to park, literally I do. I respect my seniors, and I love my children there. So it gives me again joy to celebrate this Independence Day. Otherwise, like many other people, I wouldn't have done anything special. Today, at least I got up well. I just helped myself, groomed myself. I came here to face such a confident children. I am very happy, and thank you all for giving me this opportunity. లోన నొకడు గుణవంతుడుండెనా వెలయు కులము అతని గుణము వలన వెలయు వనములోన మలయజంబున్నట్లు విశ్వదావిరామ వినురవేమ. like a sandalwood chandan tree in a garden or forest. One tree is enough to spread fragrance in that garden. Like that, you alone should be doing well, do good deeds, so that your kulamulona. It is mentioning about the caste, but here it's not only caste. It may be your family, maybe your community, maybe your district, maybe your state, maybe your country on the world stage. Please do well, do good things. Good always begets good. Keep doing well. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Now it is time to proceed to the merit scholarship presentation granted by our Vignan educational institutions.
Vignan offers merit scholarships to meritorious students in recognition of their outstanding academic achievements and their exceptional dedication to studies. This scholarship is a testament to students' hard work, perseverance, and commitment to excellence.
A. Vayomika Ananya of
8A7 secured 100% scholarship. N. Gunashikar of 8A2 secured 25% secured 10% scholarship. These 9A1 secured 50%.
Plus
These student exam and some of our talent. E. Amoya of 5A11, G. Uday of 5A12. Best out of place first winners: Anvita of 5A1, Tarun of 5A2, Hadya of 5A3, Art and Craft of Class 6 first prize. Sri Tejaswi of Class A1, Akshaya Gudam of A2, Akshaya Hana of A3, N. Vahini of A4, N. Dhanush Verma of A9, N. Chaitanya of A10, M. Alikya of A11.
V. Sri Lasya of 7A1, G. Madhuvarshini of 7A2. Sunanda of 5A1, Archisha Sarkar of 5A2, Tanvi Vuyaru of 5A3, D. Kartikeya Sivaram of 5A4, Jaswant G of 5A5, Gnana Kartikeya of 5A6, Lalitesh of 5A7, Manvik of 5A8, V. Akshara Dhanya of 5A9, Arohi Samal of 5A10, D. Gautam Sai of 5A11, Kaushal of 5A12. Soham of 5A1, Nitya of 5A2, S. Vaibhav of 5A3, G. Satvik of 6A1, M. Arohi of 6A3, M. Sambhavi, M. Kartik, B. Vedha, Neera, Rohit, B. Mokshanya, Jayapritam. B. Lohita Sai 3 of 6A1, Sahasra of 6A2, Tanishka of 6A3, Sanvika of 6A4, Srinidhi of 6A5, Sai Sanvi of 6A6, V. Hansuja of 6A7, M. Mokshit of 6A8, S. Haripriya of 6A9, D. Estha3 of A10, and B. Neetu of 6A11.
A. Jaitra of 7A1, R. S. Shravant of 7A2, N. Revant of 7A3, M. Rishik Roshan of 7A4, D. Shrikar of 7A5, P. Ashrit of 7A6, A. Pragna of 7A9, K. Dakshish of 7A10, Jayadeep of 7A11, K. V. N.J. Ashrit of 7A12. Arts second prize winners: K. Tapasvi of 7A1, Roshni Raj A of 7A2, B. Kovida of 7A4 of 7A3, C. Roshni Pallavi of 7A4, Swastika P of 7A5, M. Snigdha of 7A6, B. Vardhini of 7A7, V. Abhinay of 7A8, Hari Govind of 7A9, Alish Meeda of 7A10, O. Disha Reddy of 7A11, R. Bhavana Yukti of 7A12. Class 8 Art and Craft Competition: B. Satvika of 8A1, P. Varshit Reddy of A2, G. Chaitanya of A3, G. Srihan of A4, B. Sai Apti of A5, D. Janvi of A6, M. Pravalika of A7, B. Pragna of A8, U. Dhirika of A9, K. Satvini of A10, C. H. Asmita of A11. Elocution Class 8: S. Bhavangya of A1, R. Sri Chandana of A2, A. Nidhi Krishna of A3, S. Siddhi Akshit of A4, P. Mrigesh of A5, K. Pratik of A6, T. Sai Amrita of A7, P. Sritan of A8, B. Vaibhav of A9, K. Vedasvi of A10, G. Srikiran of A11. Class 9 Drawing: P. Sai Amrit of 9A2, H. Sahasra of 9A1, KMSN Akhila of 9A3, V. Divyesh of 9A1, Tisha Mittal of 9A5, S. Pravalika of 9A1, P. Tanush of 9A5, T. Abhishek Anand of 9A10. All of the silver medal winners. From class 10, second prize, Om Suraj of 10A2, second prize, B. Akshit of 10A3, Akshita of 10A4, Y. Darshit of 10A5, Mary Jashvi of 10A6, Sahasra Naidu of 10A7.
Mokshaditya. The third prize winners are Mokshaditya of 5A1, C.H. Krutin of 5A2, Kushant of 5A3, Nikshita of 5A4, Vedant Chandra of 5A5, Yoshita of 5A6, Rohita of 5A7, S. Lakshya of 5A8, Ishan of 5A9, Tanish Krishna of 5A10, M. Manvi of 5A11, K. Shiraj of 5A12. Jaideep of 5A1, N. Jatin of 5A2, Jaslin of 5A3, Charanjit of 5A4, Meghana of 5A5, Yaswin of 5A6, Sai Varun of 5A7, GV Rishikesh of 5A8, D. Aditi of 5A9, Mokshagnya of 5A10, Varshita of 5A11, D. Ananya of 5A12. Tanvi of 6A2, A. Yadya of 6A2, K. Sri Chakrika of A4, M. Kartikeya of A5, G. Ashita of A7, G. Kartika of A8, Jaitra Shai of A9, Nishant Sai of A11, M. Naga Kavish of A1, P. Varshik of A2, S. Varnika of A3, Lishant of A4, P. Bhargav of A5, Y. Kartika of A6, N. Veda Sahasra of A7, JVS Satvik of A8, P. Sai Bhavin of A9, M. Gayatri of A10, K. Akshara of A11. Elocution 7th class, 3rd prize. B. Sanjana of A1, J. Divyesh of A2, K. Sudiksha of A3, L. Himaja of A4, Sandhya of 7A6, 7A9 Someshwara Arjun, K. Aradhya of A10, Jashwin of A11. 7th class arts 3rd prize. Devish of A1, S. Vanshika of A2, K. Jaya Manasri of A3, M. Saujan of A4, Rachana A of A5, G. Srihita Sanvi of A6, Sai Sahasra P of A7, K. Raghavendra of 7A, Ananya of A11, Khyat Singh of A12. Class 8 Art and Craft, C. Lashyasri of A1, of 9A5, P. Kirtana Reddy of 9A4, J. Ritesh of 9A6, Harmika of 9A2, V. Jayashil of 9A10, N. Sri Kirtana of 9A9, Sri Chandana of 9A5, Sri Moksha of 9A7, M. Jaya Medhaja of 9A9. Class 10 Drawing 3rd place secured. Kundan Aditya 10A2. 9th grade elocution 3rd place secured. Shloka of 9A1. Singing competition winners of class 5. Mikun Chaitanya Abhiram of 5A1, Harini Kastubha Srinija of 5A5, Srinidhi Devika Dudi Aishwarya of 5A2, Janvi Vidya of 5A10, Hritish of 5A12, Saumik Manas Dedipya of 5A3, Ritanya Sahasra Srihita of 5A4, Jaswant Jaish Hansit of 5A11, Abhignaya Lakisita Janvi of 5A9, Anikit Grishma Sai Moksha of 5A3 and 5A7. Singing competition winners of class 6. B. Vaidehi C. Rutika of 6A4, Ridinaryan Pravadha of 6A5, M. Gautam G. Sriram A. Sriman A. Ishwar Satvik of 6A11, B. Lavanya Sivani B. Varshini of 6A1, M. Seekar Gagan of 6A2, PVS Akshaya Shanvi of 6A9.
This is my world. No more games. This is my world. No more games.
హలో ఆనందం
gentle. I like you. That's why I love. The past is dead and buried.
Kalluri Parandama Naidu, who is a retired inspector and border security officer, he is going to sing a song.
माता की भारत माता की भारत माता की అచ్చా అవార్డులు తీసుకున్నారు, లడ్డులు తిన్నారు. ఒక రిక్వెస్ట్ నాది, ఒక పాట, దేశభక్తి పాట విని మీ మనసుల్లో ఉంచుకోవాలి ఈ మాట. పాశ్చాత్య వీరులను పారద్రోలించి స్వాతంత్రమును ఖండ ఖండాంతరమున ఖ్యాతినార్జించిన పవన భూమి యందు జనన మనదే. సంగీత సాహిత్య విద్యలందు ధీశక్తి పొందిన దివ్య భూమి. చిత్రకళల యందు చిత్రమై ఉన్నట్టి పవన భూమి యందు జనన మనదే. ఇట్టి భరతమాత ధర్మం కాపాడుడంత, భరతమాత ధర్మము కాపాడుడంత బాధ్యతంతయు మీదే బాలులారా. భరతమాత ధర్మ భాగ్యంబు కాపాడ బాధ్యతంతయు మీదే బాలులారా. బలో
His school, Vigyan Vidyalaya Nizampet, has been memorable in his chess journey. He has been balancing his academic. Gold medal in KV Schools National Under-14 Chess Championship in 2022. Gold medal in Telangana State Under-17 Chess Championship in 2024. Gold medal in Telangana State Under-19 Chess Championship in 2023. Gold medal in Telangana State Under-13 Chess Championship in 2023. And gold medal in Telangana State Under-12 Championship in 2022. I would like to invite our would-be Grandmaster onto the stage. Please give a huge round of applause for achieving such a lot of championships at such a young age. Vice Chairperson and Principal Ma'am will be felicitating our guest of honor, Dr. Prayaga Joshna Ma'am.
आशा ही काश से मदन त्वं हि सर्व प्रकाशिका